What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to guide you through each of the steps that I use to draw and color Greninja from Pokemon in the most easiest and simplest way. For today's lesson we'll be drawing with a Sharpie fine point marker. Let's start at the very top and draw two ovals for the eyes. We're going to start over on the left side at the very top, come down towards the bottom of the oval, and then pull that back up towards the top. Now let's line up the top of that oval over on the right side and do the same thing. Coming down towards the same height, and then back up towards the top. Let's line up at the bottom edge of the eyes, move to the center, and start with a point. Now from this point I'm going to draw a straight angled line going up and out towards the left across the eye. Going up, and then out. Go back to the center and do the same thing across towards the right side. Let's push the iris and pupil towards the inside. Start from the top, come down, and bend that in. And we'll draw a small oval in the center of the eye. Let's connect the bottom of the eyes with a curve. We're going to come down the middle, go across, and then back up. And then from the center, draw a straight line going all the way up towards the top center point. Let's go back down to the bottom, draw a curve going out and up toward the left, and then the right side. And then from the top, draw a straight angle line coming down and out towards the eye. Let's go back to the left side, curve this up and in. Now I'm just going to bend this up and out on top of the eyes. From the top of this curve, we're going to go up and bend that in towards that center line. And then going all the way up to the top, we're just going to bend this out and then down towards the left and right side. Now from here to move out to the side and draw on the fins. Let's start from the top of the left eye. Start with a straight angled line going up and out. And then we'll angle this up and out towards the tip of the fin. Let's round up the fin, come down, and then in. Let's add a smaller fin on the side, going out with a straight line, round up the end, come down and bend that in. Let's add a larger fin, going out with a straight line, around, and bend this in, aiming towards the eyes. Let's layer the bottom fin underneath. Stepping out, go out with a straight line, round up the end, and just pull this back in. Now add one more point along the bottom. Start with an angled line coming down and out, round up the end, just pull this in underneath the eye. From the top point, let's step down on the left side, curve this out and then down, line this up on the right, and then from here draw a straight angled line going up and out toward that top line. Let's add a trim along the top of the head. We're going to step up, just follow the same curve of the head going in toward that center spike. Now I want to add that detail on the side of the head. Let's start from the side of the eye, start with a straight angle line going up and out, come down and in, and out towards the tip. Now I want to trace this back towards the eye. Down and in, towards up and in towards the eye. Now with the head in place, let's wrap the tongue around the right side. We'll start underneath the eye, start by coming down, going across, just pull this around that tip and back in towards the side. Let's go underneath the fin on the left side, curve the left side of the tongue coming around, and just tuck that in along the bottom. Now from here, we're going to move down and draw the center of the body. Let's step over towards the left side, start by curving this down, and then bend that in towards the center of our page, go out and up towards the right. Let's add that point in the center of the body, step over towards the left, going up, bend that in towards the middle, go out and down towards the right. Now from that top point, we're going to step up. Let's start with a point, angle up and out toward the left and the right, and then we'll round up the side, almost like drawing a circle, go all the way around and up underneath the tongue. And then from the center, underneath the tongue, let's step over towards the left, come down and in towards the middle, round out the center, and go up towards the right side. Now from here, we're going to continue working down the legs. Let's start from the center, start with the thigh coming down and out toward the left, and then the right. Let's go up to the left hip, curve the thigh going out, and then bending that down, line this up on the right side. Now I'm going to close off the bottom with a curve. Move down towards the knee, and then pull that back up. And then we'll add an oval across the knee, starting from the bottom of the leg, going up toward the top, and then back down. Now I'm going to tuck the lower leg in underneath the thigh. Let's start from the knee, start with a curve going out, and then down. And then we'll add a point along the inside. From the bottom of this line, step up, curve up and in, come down and out toward the bottom of the leg. Now from here, we're drawing the first toe. Starting down here, start with a straight line coming down, and then we'll draw an oval with a gap along the top. Let's draw a straight line going back up, and we'll add in the second toe. Angle it down and out, and then we'll draw that same sized oval on the end. Again, leaving a gap along the top. Let's follow this angled line going back up towards the ankle. And we'll draw a straight line going back up underneath the leg. Let's add some webbing in between the toes. From these 2 points, add a curve going up and then down. Now I'm going to add one more detail across the side of the leg. Let's start from the left, curve this up and in, draw a straight line going back out. And now we're going to draw the arms coming down along the side. Let's start from the top of the body, curve the arm coming down and out towards the elbow. And then we'll round out the forearm, coming in and out. Bend this back down towards the wrist. Now we're going to draw 3 fingers on either side. Let's start with the one on the inside. Start with a straight angle line coming in. And just like we did with the toes, we're going to add an oval on the end with an open gap along the top. Let's pull this back up toward the second finger. Straight down, and we'll add another oval. Let's work our way back up towards the last finger, and goes down and out. And we'll add that oval, again leaving a gap along the top. And we'll angle this back up towards the wrist. And then round out the outside of the forearm, going up, just bending that in about halfway. And then we'll add that disc on the outside of the forearm. Start by curving this in and back out. Connect the top and bottom of the curve going out and back in. Let's go to the top of the disc and curve the arm going up. Just bend that in underneath the tongue. Let's add that webbing in between the fingers. Now from here we're going to layer the wings in behind the body. Let's start on the left side. Start with a curve coming down and out towards the hands. And then from the end, curve the wing going back up and in behind the body. Now the top half of the wings are going to go in behind the arm and the head. Let's start from the top here, curve this out and up. I'm going to continue that line going all the way up and out towards the tip of the wing. Round out the wing, come in and then down towards the side. Let's bring that tongue coming around the back of the head over towards the left side. So we're going to start from the fin, go out and then down in behind the wing, continue all the way around and then down towards the hand. Let's round up the tongue, going back up along the outside. Now the tongue's going to get narrow as you come back in towards the head. So go up, and we'll just start to narrow that gap, going in behind the wing, and then in behind the head. Let's use a finer marker and add some lines inside the wing. Let's start from the left side, start with a curve, going down and in, step out and just trace that same curve. Now take that, flip it over on the right. Start with the inside, and then the outside. Let's add one thinner stripe along the outside. Let's do the same thing along the top. Starting from the top of the arm, go up and in. And we'll add that thick stripe. And leave a gap and do that one more time, adding a thinner stripe along the outside. And once we're done inking this in, let's add some color. Let's start with our medium blue and fill in the head area. And we'll carry that same color across the arms and body. Let's grab a bright red and fill that left side of that center fin. And adding a highlight on the right side. And then filling in the right side of that fin with our darker red. And we'll use our charcoal gray to fill the fins along the side of the head. Let's switch to our light blue and fill in that center area. Let's use that same color around the wings. I'm going to go in behind those stripes. And then we'll do the same thing to the rest of the wings. Now grabbing our lightest gray, we'll fill those discs around the elbows and knees. Now with our pale yellow, we'll fill in the bottom of the head. And the centerpiece across the body. The webbing in between the fingers. And the toes. Now I'm going to use a slightly darker yellow and add a shadow towards the right side of the head. Now with our light pink, we're going to add an oval on the left side of the tongue. Just fill that in for a highlight. Also adding another oval on the end of the tongue. Then we'll add a shadow line along the center. And we'll fill in the left side of the tongue going around that highlight. And then we'll fill the shadow area of the tongue on the right side with this darker pink. I'm just adding a subtle shadow along the tongue on the left side. Now we're going to go back with a darker blue and add a shadow along the right side of the body. Also casting that shadow from the tongue on top. And then with a darker gray, we'll add a shadow across the bottom of those discs. And as we get closer to the end, we'll tighten up our shadows and always be sure to sign your art. And that's pretty much it. That's how we draw and color Greninja. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. And if you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon.